Come on.
Bad, 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 bad boy.
Yeah.
You make me feel so good.
Bad
You know
boy.
you make me feel so good.
Yeah.
You know you make me feel so good.
That's what we do.
In recent years, Toyota suffered a transparency problem. It seems like they just try to mask their vehicles with ridiculous grills and body panels just to make them seem sporty. But just like wearing an American Fighter shirt won't make you John Wick, edgy sheet metal won't make your car handle any better. The original Toyota Solara was designed as an attempt to distance the Camry Coupe from the Camry sedan, which makes sense because it was going after a different audience. But rather than being solely a more racy version of the Camry, the Solara set out to be a more refined and luxurious vehicle that wore a higher price tag than its more practical sibling. So outside the Solara's optional ability to take off its top, what makes it interesting? Well, for most buyers, nothing. It's more vanilla than Catholic parents and less sporty than golf. But what else did you expect? There isn't a single aggressive line or angle on this thing, inside or out. From the chunky tires and bleh rims to the bland light combo and weak stance, the Solara looks like an affordable coupe, but I wouldn't have it any other way. On the road, it's relaxed. It's reasonably quiet for the price point, accelerates with just enough punch to keep the average driver satisfied, and it does it in a smooth manner, even with the manual. The clutch is springy and provides a predictable bite point, making engagement a fluid process rather than a clunky and annoying one. The gear selection has a long but satisfying throw with a nice notchy feel. But in the Solara, this transmission just feels out of place. Soft suspension, horrendous body roll, indirect steering, and scarcely present feedback through the wheel paired with an exceptional gearbox just isn't right. It's kind of like cat owners who buy extravagant carpet structures for their pets, but in reality, most of the little shits will just hop in the box that it came in. The stick was simply unnecessary for this type of vehicle, despite its competence. The interior, on the other hand, is a flawless reflection of the exterior. Nothing draws attention, nothing has any flair. It's just a sea of gray, soft-touch plastics and leather. But it's a comfortable place to be. The fit and finish of it is all impressive, and is held together remarkably well for being nearly 17 years old. The seats are comfortable, but have next to no bolstering, and they will not hesitate to send your ass wherever they please during any kind of spirited driving. After owning the Solara for 5 months, I can firmly say it's an outstanding car for the price. It's reliable, and although I've had a few minor things go bad, I'd trust it to get me anywhere in the continental US. And more importantly, I wouldn't mind taking a cross-country trip in the Solara. I stand at nearly 6'4", and my legs don't cramp up. I never feel the need to take breaks, and it just feels at home on the highway. But on a back road, it kind of all just goes to shit. It's really bad. The steering may be nicely weighted, and for a front-wheel drive car, it avoids understeer incredibly well. But it isn't precise. And the amount of body roll in my particular car can almost leave me nauseous at times. It features skinny 205 tires, which are sufficient at holding the nearly 3,300-pound Toyota in a corner, but they are quickly overwhelmed by the torque of the V6, especially if you're going from a standstill. If you really want a cheap car that's going to be some fun and you still want a little bit of practicality, I would shoot for an Accord. It's going to handle a little bit better than this. This thing was just designed to be comfortable, spacious, and it does that. It does its job well. This car, you can look at it and you'll know exactly how it drives. It does not lie to you. It will not deceive you. Look, even when the Toyota Solara came out back in 1999, it wasn't making headlines. It was not an innovative vehicle. It was really not even a class leader. But that doesn't matter. I like this car because after all of the overbearing designs that have been coming out recently, it makes me appreciate it more. The first-gen Toyota Solara is a breath of fresh pre-owned air. It may fail to be more fun than the current slew of new vehicles, but honestly, I don't give a damn. At least it doesn't promise something that it can't provide.